Here with one of the newest members of the Virginia Sports Hall of Fame class of 2025, part of the 8-member class, Brandon Adair out of Princess Anne High School in Virginia Beach and Virginia Wesleyan. Brandon, congratulations. You're going into the Hall of Fame, something you probably couldn't have dreamed of as a little boy, huh?
Oh, I never expected it, especially coming out of Princess Anne High School and just going to college right up the street of Virginia Wesleyan. That wasn't the dream or the goal to set out. I just wanted to keep playing basketball, and just the team accomplishments put me in a position. So they had to pick somebody.
Now you're officiating the NBA, and people critique you all the time. When you were growing up as a player, not many people knew you. You go to Virginia Wesleyan, you become an All-American Player of the Year. How many of those memories are rekindled tonight?
Well, seeing a lot of my teammates here tonight and being able to make it, it kind of brings back all the memories of how close we were. I mean, we're still telling stories from when we were in college, and everybody has a memory like they can tell the exact story the same way. It's very humbling to be here, to be honest. I mean, you look around the room, you got the Joe Smiths of the world, Ali Kriegers, and I'm up there at the same table with them. And you kind of wonder, it's like, wow, I guess I did have a very successful career at Virginia Wesleyan.
Yeah, a lot of pinch yourself moments. You play for Princess Anne High School, you go to Virginia Wesleyan, win a national championship. You play professionally overseas. You're officiating NBA games. People see all the time. Take me through a little bit of your journey. What was kind of a turning point for you on this journey to having the success you've had?
To become a referee, I mean, obviously when I was playing, and I was fortunate enough to go overseas for 2 years, obviously in Germany, and I came back and I just realized I just didn't want to do 10 years of this or 15 years of this and come back to the real world. So the point of it was I tried coaching, and that didn't work out, but I wanted to stay within the game. And then once I picked up a whistle, I kind of couldn't put it back down, and I found a way to love to being a referee.
And I'm sure a lot of mentors on your journey to become a referee, but how about as the playing aspect? Certainly you, your teammates, Coach Macedo, that 2016, hard to believe it's almost 20 years, helped put Virginia Wesleyan's program on the map. What do you remember most about that, and the most satisfying part, in addition to winning the championship that last day?
Just the way we did it for each other. At the end of the day, I have it written down in my speech tonight that playing Division III, the only time the headlines and media coverage comes to us is if you're winning. That's the only reason that they started paying attention to us, because we became top 25. So if we just kept winning, then we would have got let's say the stories in the paper, and we would have got more notoriety. And then once we won the national championship, it really did put Virginia Wesleyan on the map.
To be recognized at Virginia Wesleyan as an all-time great is certainly special. To do what you're doing now professionally as an NBA referee has got to be unique as well. But to be in a Hall of Fame amongst this group of individuals, what's that mean to you?
It really hasn't hit yet. Like I said, once I go first tonight, I'm speaking first. I'm going to sit down and just be able to, be a fan. I'm a fanboy tonight, and I'm going to sit back and listen to everybody's story, because everybody's story is different about how they got to the Hall of Fame. And, Dan, the broadcaster, he was telling me some stories earlier, and it was just like, wow, like you asked him what his favorite tournament game was, and it will surprise you with his answer. And you would never expect it until you listen to the how and the why that is.
A couple more for you, like Sharon. How about mentors that have meant a whole great deal to your life and your journey, your path? Outline a few for me, because I know it takes a village.
Yeah. Well, my mom's the first and foremost. She's the mentor, the idol, the one I look up to and we're able to talk to. Officiating world nowadays, obviously you have the Tony brothers, and then they have two more in attendance that have been through the journey with me through the minor leagues and just finished our 7th season together, and that's Matt Myers and Natalie Sago, and they'll be here tonight, and I'm very fortunate to have them in attendance too.
What has Coach Macedo meant to you in your life? It's amazing he's still coaching at Virginia Wesleyan, going strong there.
Yeah, I give him a hard time all the time. He's kind of softened up a little bit, but I think he told me the other day he's been there at Wesleyan 28 years. And I was there kind of like the early stages, and we talk weekly. Sometimes we don't even talk about basketball, and that's kind of a relationship we built. It's a fatherly figure to me, so I really look up to him, and he has that open door policy, the open phone line. Any time of the day, you can always reach out to him and get in contact.
Sure. I know you're still very early on in your NBA officiating career, so many more years to watch you do your thing there. But what would you tell a youngster that wants to one day, they may not want to be a Brandon Adair, they may want to be that LeBron James or Kevin Durant. They have aspirations. You've done it as a player, won a championship Division III, which is so hard to do nationally, play professionally. What would you tell someone that's young that has ambitions and goals?
Well, it's also, when I got the call to get into the Hall of Fame and they were filling out the bio, I made sure that they told them that I played overseas professionally for 2 years. And a lot of kids these days, they feel like if they go to Division III, their goals weren't going to be accomplished. So it was an adamant statement that I told them. I said, well, make sure you put in, because it is achievable. If you have dreams to play professionally, whether it's overseas, whether it's stateside in the minor leagues, you can go to any level. And as long as you continue to develop as a person, as a player, then your goals are accomplished.
You can believe you can achieve, and Brandon Adair is a Hall of Famer. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.